every booktuber that you watch wears no pants. Just letting you know. Hi everyone, my name is Holly. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all the books I plan to read in February. So I actually wasn't planning on doing a TBR at all. In fact, I haven't done like a monthly TBR in a very long time. Well, I did my Medieval-thon TBR, but I just stray away from TBRs nowadays. How many times am I going to say freaking TBR? Oh my god. Add a book to your TBR every time I say the word TBR. I have just been a major mood reader lately, which is very unlike me. I am a very structured person when it comes to my reading. I would always plan my books months ahead, but it just hasn't been like that lately. In fact, I am so lazy today that this video is not structured or organized whatsoever. I normally plan out my videos, not necessarily a script, but I do have things layered out in the way that I want to say certain things. Not today, boys. Not today. So I apologize if I am all over the place. In fact, this video might be incredibly short or incredibly long, depending how much I ramble, which is already beginning to happen. So let me just show you the 4 to 5-ish books that I want to get to in February. And the reason why I'm doing a TBR this month is because I'm just incredibly excited for these books in particular. So the first one is Brother Red by Adrian Selby. I have yet to read a book by Adrian Selby, and he is apparently the master of fantasy standalones. And I really need some good fantasy standalones in my life since I have been piling on series on my shoulders and it doesn't feel too good, especially when I stop reading the series and then start another one and not finish it, and another one and don't finish that one. So I'm very excited for this one. I also have The Winter Road by him, and I've heard it's great as well. This is also one of my most highly anticipated books because of what it's about. It's following a girl who is protecting this caravan, and she suddenly discovers a body within it, and it kind of paves the way for deceit and corruption in her life, and I think that sounds super rad. Perfect for fans of Joe Abercrombie, and that is what I'm here for. I'm also really interested in Snakewood as well. I don't own it yet, but if I enjoy this, I'll definitely be picking up more of Adrian's books. We Are the Dead by Mike Shackle. Man, I have heard such amazing things about this book, and being a grim dark fantasy fan, like a huge one, I love me a good dark fantasy. This is apparently the epitome of grim dark, and another one that's supposed to be for big fans of Joe Abercrombie, and if you know me, I love me my Joe. This is the first book to, I don't know if this is a duology or a trilogy, I'm not sure, but the second book just recently came out. And the author sent me this recently, and I want to dive into this series so bad. I believe it's Asian influenced, incredibly brutal with magic and war happening. So right up my alley. And if I enjoy this, I will definitely be going on to the sequel, which is called Fool's Hope, I think. It's blue. It looks like this. Another physical book that I'm going to be talking about, that's another thing. One of my goals this year is to get my physical TBR down quite a bit because I've been reading a lot of ebooks lately that I don't own, but my physical TBR is drowning right now, and it's pitiful for me as a reader to have more unread books than read, and we're going to fix that by reading The Moonsteel Crown, which I just got recently. Sorry, my older TBR, you're kind of getting ignored. Seriously though, all of the books on this TBR are books I've gotten recently. So if I'm not mistaken, this book is supposed to be a little bit humorous, kind of on the comedy side. I think if I'm totally wrong on that, I'm going to be kind of disappointed because I am definitely going into this expecting maybe a little bit of a lighter fantasy. Even though it kind of doesn't sound like it, it's following like a crew of characters, very mischievous, you know, get into petty crime, steal, and they decide to try and get this mysterious item when the emperor dies. Forced to lie low in a city on lockdown, they will have to work together if they want to save their skins, and maybe just save the empire as well. Like, that's kind of where I think the humor is coming from. This crew of misfits who you don't think is going to save the world, but the world relies on them. I don't know, I'm super excited for it. This is from Angry Robot, which was sent to me for review, so I need to get to it. And there's a cool map like every fantasy book should have. So yeah, let's move on to the next physical book that I definitely won't finish, but I will begin it, and that is Wrath by John Gwen. February only has 28 days. And this book is 700 pages, and I definitely won't be finishing it, but my goal is to start it, and we are going to. I cannot wait to see how this series in particular ends, and then I can move on to A Time of Dread in March, or like mid-March, maybe the end of March, whichever it is. I'm very excited to finish off this world and then read John Gwynn's new book that's coming out later. Actually, very soon. What, April or something? I need to finish this series immediately. So the next book, I don't have a physical copy yet, but I might be getting one and I'm super excited for it. Wolf Eater, which is a self-published fantasy. The author saw me on Twitter raving about like the cover and how excited I am for it because it sounds like it was written for me, and I'm so grateful that he offered to send me a copy. So I might have a physical copy of this, and you'll see it in a book haul maybe. So Wolf Eater, man, this book kind of gives me, and this is like, I haven't read it yet, but it gives me God of War vibes. Like Kratos and his son, but you're getting this fierce, brutal warrior, Kratos, and then there is a 8-year-old blind girl that he is taking care of, Kratos' son. Do you see the comparison that I'm getting at? In maybe like a Viking? Probably not, I don't know. I will tell you when I read it. Snowy environment, you know, they just mesh. But they basically have to survive this brutal world together with savages chasing them. It's going to be a wild ride, and it's not too long either. It's under 400 pages, which is short in my world because I read a lot of 600-paged books, and this just fits nicely into my February TBR for the month. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Yes, I am in PJs. Every booktuber that you watch wears no pants. Just letting you know. Well, I am wearing pants, but these aren't like business pants. I'll be sleeping in these in like 30 minutes because it's like 2 a.m. right now, which is my normal filming time. Can you tell I'm tired? I hope you enjoyed this video. It might have been all over the place, but that's just how I felt like filming today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Tell me down below what you plan to read in February. And subscribe if you haven't. I upload videos every single week. Follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, HollyArtsBooks, and on Twitter, HollyNiece. And until we meet again, happy reading.